Daniel Farke sacked. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer under increasing pressure as well after the Manchester derby result earlier today, losing 2-0. But Gabby, it could have been a lot worse, couldn't it, if it wasn't for David De Gea?
Honestly, I was in shock watching that game, especially second half. That was a game that, for me, was embarrassing for Manchester United. You can no longer call that game a derby anymore. Derbies are where it's tight. You know, teams are putting in tackles. Not one Manchester United player made a tackle. Honestly, it was embarrassing from every single Manchester United player. And you just look at it and you think, were Man City playing a keep ball session? We used to play a keep ball session at Villa where it was maybe like 8v8 and for every 10 passes you got a goal. That's what it was like second half. It was like Manchester City were playing just keep
Not
ball.
even out of second gear.
Yeah, not even trying to get another goal. Every 10 passes we get a goal and like Pep will give us a thumbs up. It was embarrassing for Manchester United, and honestly, Manchester will be blue for a long time.
Yeah, Manchester blue today. Let's talk to a Man United fan. Zach is there. Hi, Zach.
Hello.
Hi, Zach. Gabby said it was embarrassing watching that today. How did you feel about it?
Yeah, exactly the same. It's getting beyond the joke now.
Yeah.
It really is getting beyond the joke. It's he's just not good enough. He really just is not good enough. He's way out of his depth, unfortunately. It's I think a lot of people wanted it to work, but it's gone way past that now, and I think it's time to make a change during the international break, I think.
Zach, was you confused in the first half that, you know, it wasn't the game, was it, to play 5 at the back? I know it worked against Spurs and maybe worked while in that game, but this wasn't the game, was it? You know, Manchester City, we'll just find it so easy to find Cancelo, Walker. Honestly, the tactics were mind-blowing. It was like, all right, let's do the same as Spurs, lads, and go out there and try and get something.
Exactly. They're so good on the ball. Like, they're so well coached. I think today was the perfect example. I actually think we played worse today than we did against Liverpool. I thought today it was actually like a training game. They just literally, we couldn't get the ball.
I couldn't believe it. Honestly, Zach, I couldn't believe it. I was thinking, is this not a derby? I played in so many derbies and I'm kicking people, I'm booting people, I'm making tackles, I'm doing something. Manchester United players second half were like, all right, we'll take the 2-0. And not even trying to press the ball. Even if you go man for man and just try and get the ball back, to try and get back in the game. It's a derby game. Your fans are going to want to win. I don't care if it's against Manchester City and they're a great team. It was like, okay, we take the 2-0, but let's not lose anymore. Manchester City must have been in the change room after the game thinking, wow, that was easy, wasn't it, lads? How many touches did you have? Like,
not even a tackle.
Pep pretty much said it before the game, didn't he? That it's not the biggest or the hardest game of the season. They don't really see it like that now.
That's not a derby anymore. Manchester United, Man City is not a derby anymore for me because the Man United player didn't show today that was a derby game. No fight at all.
It's 4 points from the last 18, Zach, and 1 win and 6. How much longer do you think the board are going to tolerate this situation?
I think they'll either wait till the end of the season. It depends really, because now's the time. Now's the time to make the change because it's the international break and he's got to go. He has to go now because.
Zach, you look at Norwich sacking a manager after a win. Spurs, Nuno Santo was like 3 or 4 points off top 4. Sack a manager. Manchester United keeping hold of Solskjaer just shows that the owners have got no ambition, none at all.
Right. 100%. They're happy with top 4. They're happy to get Champions League. They're happy, and at the moment, the way we're going and the way that we're moving into this now is that we are going to be fighting for top 4. So it's not even a guaranteed Champions League spot. So I feel like they should make the change and then go from there, build from there, because we've done this now for 3 years, and it still hasn't worked, and it's not ever going to work. It just isn't going to work. And it's just crazy to keep going and going and going. And they just got to make the change, and hopefully things work out for the best from there, I guess. So that's what I would do anyway. I would just get rid of him now and make the change. Get Zidane in.
Are you annoyed, Zach, that you beat Spurs now? Because not only did it sort of buy Ole more time and give him a boost, but it also took Conte off the market, who was probably the best available candidate, and now he's not there.
100%. I think, obviously, as a fan, right, you want to win every game. Of course you do. We want to beat City today. We want to beat Tottenham. We want to beat Liverpool. We want to beat these teams. The issue is it then becomes a point where, like, we start making excuses. Oh, well, we beat City, we drew. We've been terrible. We should have lost to Atalanta. We should have lost to Villarreal. We should have lost to all of these teams. But we keep winning. We grind these results, and then all of a sudden he then keeps his job, and like you said, Conte then goes.
He didn't look under pressure, did he, after the game? It's like he knows he's safe, because after the game he was shaking the referee's hands, shaking everyone's hands. I'm thinking, mate, you just lost embarrassingly in the derby. You should be running off the pitch in shame as a manager. He's shaking everyone's hand like, oh, it's okay. I'm not going to get the sack. The board have told me. It's embarrassing, honestly.
Did you feel...
Mate, half time. It's a disgrace. Half time, he's smiling.
Yeah.
Pep's come out. Pep's come out, and he looks in his face. He's stern. He's ready to go. Ollie's come out smiling, waving at the fans, trying to shake hands and sign autographs. That is not what we want to see. We do not want him waving at fans.
And clapping the fans as well. You keep losing. He's clapping you. I'm like, I'll be saying, stop clapping. What are you clapping for?
Yeah, what are you clapping for? Why are you clapping? I don't want you clapping me. It's poor. Get back on. And do your job. Make the subs. Why is Donny never getting a minute? It's a disgrace. It's actually a disgrace at this point.
Yeah, it is, mate.
I would get rid of it. Get Zidane in, and let's just see what happens.
Anyone in? I'd get anyone.
I'd get Warnock. Warnock's been sacked tonight. I'd get Warnock in.
Honestly.
Get Warnock in. Warnock's just left. Get Warnock in.
Zack,
Warnock. I'm not even joking. I'll take Warnock.